What's happening, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea and welcome back to episode 7 of Sad Bastards Corner, coming to you again from the Green Man in Wembley. And how are you today, Lewis? You doing alright?
Not gonna lie, I'm a lot better now the international break's done.
Yeah, that is true. What do you think of the game yesterday? As of filming today, England have just won 3-2 as well. What do you think about it?
Not gonna lie, some of the counter-attacks were brilliant.
Yeah.
Harry
Second half, a bit shaky.
That's the only bit of credit I'm gonna give him because it's still Tottenham.
Ross
Barkley was brilliant.
I was going to say, mate, that ball for the second or third goal it was, I can't remember.
Third goal,
yeah.
that pass out of the book of Jorginho.
Exactly, wasn't it just?
Perfect.
I mean, well, actually, I'll tell you what, we'll get into the questions actually, because I could talk about England for ages if I wanted to. It's a Chelsea show, it's about Chelsea, and let's get into the first question. So we're starting with Twitter as we usually do. Coming from Anya Hall, and you ask, where's the best fish and chip spot in London? Where's your favourite pub to go before/after the match at Stamford Bridge?
I feel like this is a really bad question for me because I don't really do the pub before the game.
Fish and chips for you is not your thing.
Yeah,
I know.
That's not even me either.
But there must be. Have you ever had a fish and chip takeaway before?
No. I've had it before.
Do you remember where you had it from?
Probably somewhere around Hammersmith and Fulham.
Okay, there you go, guys. Somewhere around Hammersmith and Fulham. That's your shout.
There is genuinely. Can I pop into this?
Yeah,
there is genuinely a really good chippy.
You might as well, because
Stamford
I'm
Bridge.
useless for this.
It's on the way to Hammersmith. I don't know what the road's called, but you come off as if you're heading to. If you know Chelsea quite well and you drive in, there's like that. You know the BP garage and there's that weird monument thing. If you're driving towards that, there's like a side road where you turn left. And you go down there and there's this chippy. Me and my dad went after the game in January. I think a game in January. There was a queue going out the door. It was a proper good chippy. I'm going to find out what it's called, and I'm going to put a link to it down in the description. But honestly, there's a good chippy in Chelsea. Obviously, if you want to be really swanky, go to Shoreditch. It's a place called Poppy's. Literally, you queuing out the door. Again, you have to book like a month in advance. But it's proper
Food better be that good.
Yeah.
It is that good.
Alright,
for me, it's my local. Ruislip, Northwest London, Ruislip's called Aquarius. I remember my mum used to pick up, most weeks, we used to pick up fish and chips from there. Oh my, they were good as well. And there's another one down the road in Ickenham, called Fridays, as in FRY days. Good, that was good as well. It's kind of like a regular thing actually.
Chippies are good. I mean, obviously we do our things on a Friday night. We should technically have fish and chips on a Friday.
Yeah.
Or we get curry.
I mean, we're both got connection in Kent as well, obviously.
Oh, Mourinho's.
For me, it's Maggie's in Hastings.
Maggie's is good.
That's hands down the best fish and chips I've ever had. Like without a doubt.
Mourinho's, where I'm from. So I'm from a town called Tunbridge Wells. There's this little, it's a chain now. There's 2 or 3 of them around Kent. It's called Mourinho's. I remember I always used to go and literally I'd be like 4 or 5 with my dad. I'd go in my pyjamas because it'd be like 6 or 7. I just had a bath. For some reason
You went out in your pyjamas?
I was just, listen, what you'd do is I'd go out in my pyjamas, I'd sit in the car when Dad would go into the chippy, or for some reason I'd get out and come and join the conversation with George, who worked behind the counter.
Yeah.
I'd get me chicken nuggets and chips, which developed into fish chips, which is now steak and kidney pie. Just saying. Can't go wrong with that. Pucker pies, can't go wrong.
To be fair,
and then
that's not wrong.
Are you ready for the proper old school part? Used to get in the car with the fish and chips.
And your pyjamas.
Were
they striped?
No, I'm not that middle class. Why is there? It was Action Man pyjamas I had.
Oh, Action Man.
Because I had Action Man or Chelsea ones, and I always had the Action Man slippers. So I had those.
You must have been a hard boy back in the day.
Oh mate, Action Man was a boy.
Action Man pyjamas.
Just saying, right? Fuck Barbie because she got Action Man discontinued. All right, so I don't like Barbie, but we get in the car and we go to Blockbuster and pick up a DVD. How old school is that? That's how old I am.
Wow.
I remember Blockbuster.
Do you know there is still one left in America? Actually, I was watching a video of it recently. Yeah, there is one left. It's like it's semi-privately owned, I think. And there's people in that town who still want to buy DVDs and that sort of thing. It's good actually.
That's pretty sick. Did you know that? You know, when Deadpool 2 came out, you know in Shoreditch they did like a pop-up Blockbuster, and if you still had your Blockbuster card, you got a free copy of the film.
That's quite good actually. That's really good.
I tried to find mine, but I couldn't get it.
That's a huge throwback, though, wouldn't it? Imagine that.
Mate, you can't go wrong. But yeah,
Fair
Maggie's, Marinos. There's one we'll leave, which is in Hammersmith and Fulham. That we'll leave a link down below.
Aquarius.
What was the other one?
Fridays in Nickenham, yeah.
And we'll go for a fish and chip. Some fish and chips at some point.
Yeah, we'll educate.
And shall I tell you somewhere else that does really good fish and chips? The Green Man Wembley. Oh yeah, it does.
There's the plug.
There's the plug right there. Green Man Wembley. Fish and chips are good. Pies are good. Food's good.
Everything's good.
Everything's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Mate. But listen.
And we got another bit to cover as well.
Do you want me to go or that one?
You might want to have a little chat about this. Favourite pub to go for an after match. Now, for me, there's two which I tend to go for, which is either the Pensioner or the Fox and Pheasant, which has recently been done up, which is on it's on Fulham Road. I can't think it's the east or west side of Stamford Bridge.
Well, technically, it'll be we're the north stand technically, so it's the east.
Yeah,
side, east.
Something like that. Yeah. But it's the Pensioner's good. I mean, me and my old man loved the music in there, the old school music. You always got proper Chelsea stuff in there, which is good. But you obviously now, without the elk.
Oh, I know. We don't have the elk, so we don't really have a local. We go to the Slug, don't we, Lou? But it's just a bit like. And now Chris has gone as well. It's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
I'm actually really
big shout out.
Big out. Chris is our sad bastard of the week. I don't care. Whoever is sad bastard's corner, I'm just saying, like, you're sad bastard of the week. But you're going to have to share it with Chris and Shari.
Yeah.
Don't forget Shari.
Cool.
So, round of applause for Shari. Gonna miss them a lot. We had a farewell curry with them last night, so that was nice. But yeah, I mean, we have the Slug. I need to come to the Fox and Pheasant with you. I need to come try it out.
It's not. I don't think it's good as it used to be, but gastro pub is what happens.
Don't
at
James
Chelsea
Blunt own
nowadays.
it now?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's done all right actually. It's a nice looking place. I'll give him that. But
Did the Mariners have that? You remember that Euro Millions advert that there was, the lottery one, and he was like, his face was a mirror of everything.
Oh yeah.
It's not like that at the Fox and Pheasant, is it?
No, it's not that. That would be funny.
It would not be funny. I want to wash my hands in peace. I don't want him to sing goodbye, my lover. All right.
Imagine that.
Imagine if you've just split up with someone. Imagine if you're in the Fox and Pheasant, right, and you sat down with someone and they go, "It's not going to work. I'm really sorry." And you just split up with this person, gone to cry in the toilet. James Blunt just pops on the screen and goes, "Bye, my lover. Goodbye." I'd top myself there and then.
Right in the cubicle.
Oh,
that'd be jokes.
I mean, Fox and Pheasant, Slug. What do you call it? What did you just say? Pensioner. Sorry, how can I forget Pensioner? That's actually really.
And if you're looking for a cheap one, Oyster Rooms. That's in like the shopping centre bit. It's the spoons.
That's what Chelsea don't really have. That's for me, to be honest. Like, I haven't been to the Pensioner for years, and I've not been to Fox and Pheasant yet. But for me, like, in terms of going to a pub, it was we only really did it for like 18 months properly, when we kind of formed our little family.
Yeah.
But it was really the elk. The elk was the best.
It was good, yeah.
I didn't mind going there after the games because we had to edit and everything. That was alright.
We just sit there and chill.
But for my personal opinion, I prefer the Pensioner to all of them, just for the music and the atmosphere.
I tell you what then, right, we've got Manchester United, late kick-off in it on Saturday.
Early kick-off.
Early kick-off on Saturday.
Yeah.
Awful from me.
I don't even know.
I know. So what we'll do, post-game, we'll go to the Pensioner or we'll go to the Fox and Pheasant. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds alright. We'll make it, yeah. And
might as well. Yeah, we'll do that. And so if you want to see us after the game, if you want to hang around with us and come to get some food with us and chill with us and just chat while we're editing and stuff, you know where we are after the games, outside Conakry, and come with us and we'll do a dip-do of
let's go for it.
Pensioner and Fox and Pheasant.
Let's do it.
Sounds cool.
Right, thank you. Next question we'll move on to then. So, comes from @Mr_HonkDizzle. Do you guys watch any other sports like basketball, American football, for example? If so, what are your favourite teams? I'll let you start on this one.
I think there's another one I'm going to be like, I really don't know.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. I just watch a lot of football.
Wow.
I mean, like, I watch a bit of wrestling, but I don't really think WWE counts as sports, so...
Yeah, no, I don't either. I mean, for me personally, my next main ones are Formula 1 / motorsport in general, boxing, and then it's probably snooker, then darts, I'd say. And in terms of...
I like the range of it.
Yeah, it's not really teams in those sports particularly. But I don't know, it's just something, especially motorsport. I love my motorsport. I've grown up in my family's been like massive motorheads, you know. My granddad used to do speedway and that sort of thing, so it's sort of followed down through the family for me.
I don't know. I feel like I genuinely feel like I should be watching a lot more different sports.
Well, it's the thing is when you watch more sports, it sort of opens up your mind a little bit to sort of the whole like how different things work in sport, which is quite good. I mean, obviously darts and snooker is quite limited.
I'll play
sports,
it for fun. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But in terms of watching it, I only really watch football.
It's one of those things like. If you know the game, like if you know Formula One, for example, then you find it more enjoyable. But a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just cars racing around the track for an hour and a half." But from the outside looking in, you haven't seen it, and okay, I can understand.
I'll be honest with you, I'm exactly the same guy. Like, I've got a friend from back in Hammersmith and Fulham. The guy literally, he's the sort of guy who, if there's like 20 cars driving past you, it could be like 100 miles an hour, will point out everyone and tell you the car, the make, the tyres and everything.
I respect that, to be fair.
No, but like, I understand a lot of people love it. Probably something I should be getting into, but I've just never really done it.
Yeah, it's one of those, it takes a while to get used to it, I'd say. But, I mean, boxing, I love boxing, man. Boxing is just, it's one of those, it's a gentlemanly sport, but it's one where two gentlemen can go at each other, and at the end of the fight, they'll be like, fair play, sir, fair play. Do you know what I mean? So it's good, I do like that. And
no, my dad's a huge fan of boxing.
He's making the right choice. He's making a good choice like that. I'd say at the moment, Lomachenko is probably my favourite boxer. He's just ridiculous. I was watching a compilation video, probably about the 5th time I've watched it, like of him, and it's just incredible. And of course, AJ as well. He needs to fight in America though. I think he needs to fight in America at some stage. Whether it be wild or whoever.
Pretend I understand.
Yeah, don't worry. But we'll move on to the next question anyway. So it comes from John Luke and then a bunch of numbers, 15282 something, whatever. And he says, who can down a pint faster? I reckon me. You reckon me, and then loser gets the next round. So thank you very much for that, and we'll test it out without death.
Do you want me to go get you those pints, gents?
Yeah.
Yep.
And whilst he's doing that, we will move on to the next questions anyway.
Yeah,
so we're going to come back to that. Definitely. Now, we move on to Insta. Next one comes from @OTXS_. How do you feel about the way Juan Mata was treated under Mourinho? Now, I think this is a really interesting question.
This is
I'll
a
let you
good
start.
question. I think Mata was sold way too early, and I think a lot of people agree on that. The guy got 39 assists in this last full season for us.
Yeah.
And the one thing I understand is Mata didn't fit Mourinho's style play at that time. I get that. But fucking hell, it was a bad decision to get rid of him.
Oh, without a doubt.
It was such a bad...
He
was so good.
But the thing for me, right, is when Mourinho came back, Juan Mata had got the player of the season, if I'm not right in saying, the past 2 seasons.
Yep. And that was his only 2 seasons there as
well. Exactly. And then Mourinho came and questioned his work rate and questioned his ability to adapt to the system. And personally, I think that was a bit harsh because in order to be the player of the season 2 times running, you clearly are a hard worker. And you're clearly good.
You're clearly good as well.
You're a good footballer, especially at a team like Chelsea.
It's the thing that I know it's years ago, but it still pisses me off today that we had De Bruyne and Matten. We got rid of them because Oscar tracks back.
I mean, in a certain extent, I can understand De Bruyne going. I can understand the reasoning for it at the time.
But you know what pisses me off about De Bruyne is that we just got rid of him and we didn't put anything. No buyback clause, no first refusal. We just said, yeah, he's going to be shit.
Yeah, I suppose that is a shame, but unfortunately, it's come back to bite us in the arse. It did last season, scoring that big goal. But it's just going back to our matter as well. If we look at United now, I feel like because he's not getting played enough now under Mourinho again, funny enough, his legacy's becoming a little bit tainted for me in terms of as he's going to become a bit more. His ability at Chelsea is going to become a little bit forgotten because he's not getting that. He should really.
I don't know. I feel like. For the fact that Mata won 3 trophies in the 2.5 seasons he was with us, that's got to count for something.
Exactly. Right.
I'm not joining in. I'm not joining in. I'm the referee to this, mate. I like to enjoy me.
All right. Can we start by just taking a sip off? Just take the head down a little bit.
They ask if you can down your drink. Downing requires singular motion. Wait, down. Stop. Wait. Off. Hands right.
Why can't we just hold it?
Because I'm going to time it and see you actually get what the actual times are.
Yeah, so just hold it.
No, because it's from the pickup to the. Hang on. Here you go. Right, you ready? Come on, phone. Work with me. Okay. Gentlemen,
Right.
I want a nice clean drink off. Okay? No poking.
Just
no
remember,
biting.
it's just gone 12 in the afternoon, so we're not in the best of form, but we'll give it a go.
That's right, right,
Yeah.
gentlemen. On your marks.
One sec. Alright, cool.
You ready?
Just had the bubble.
Are you ready?
Yeah, come on then.
Hands off. Hands on the table.
Oh,
Hands on the table!
what are these rules, honestly?
These are my rules. You're in Louis territory now. Right,
These
hands on the
rules are
table,
shit.
gents.
We've let him on it too many times.
We
You know
have.
that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I know.
On your marks. Get set. Go. Lewis, you picked the wrong drink to down. Lewis is out.
No.
9 seconds, 71.
Fucking hell.
Oh, me.
So, if you can, I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. Jack's done it in 9 minutes and 9 seconds.
9 minutes?
9
Just
seconds.
subject. Next week I got the drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Calm.
I'm not buying
Look
this
at that.
week. God, I'm not buying this. But you've got 9.
Cut over.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't having one.
Hands fucking off. That's
You
mine.
said you weren't having one.
Fuck you.
You
See?
literally said a minute ago, I'm not having one.
I didn't remember saying that. I
Yeah.
bowed to peer pressure. That's all I'm saying. But 9.71 seconds. Jack's as fast as Usain Bolt, basically. If you can drink down your drink faster than Jack, send us a clip,
You probably can, to be
and
fair.
you can have a drink off with Jack, and he'll play the round.
Will I? Alright, maybe.
Right.
You just got put in there.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
he's done me right over.
Now I'm glad I didn't win that.
Right, well that was fun anyway. I enjoyed that. Next question. It comes from @Russ_writes. Which Chelsea footballer, past or present, would you play in a movie about your life? Now I think this is a great question. I think this-
question?
What Chelsea footballer, past or present, would you get to play in a movie about your life?
Play a movie about my life.
Yeah. I think this is a really
No.
funky question,
Does it have to
actually.
be a Chelsea player? Because at one point he could have been Lewis Gustavo.
At one point. Like, that point is dead. That's never happening again.
Right, who would you pick though? I want
I actually don't know.
See, I try and think of your personality traits, because that's what I'm trying to do. Because I'm not sure at the moment either, but I think I'm quite lazy at times. I mean, I'm trying to think of lazy footballers, but then again,
Winston
Winston
Bogart.
He could be Winston Bogart, yeah, quite. But to be fair, them two wouldn't even be bothered to turn up to the movie anyway.
Actually, no, Bogart would do it for the paycheck.
Yeah, he
You
would.
can have that.
Actually, yeah. That is, I'm all about that.
You
actually,
want, you want Bogart?
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Who am I don't know, that's the thing. Which Chelsea football player, past or present, do you play in a movie about your life?
To be
You
fair,
gotta give me a hand there, because I'm actually baffed.
For me, I think it's Forsell, because my dad always used to call me Mikel Forsell, and I think I've got to carry on that thing. I've lost my sort of my blondness is going away a little bit, and my ginger beard, and it's not a goatee by the way. It's just I'm blonde down here. I don't like goatees particularly. I'll have a shave eventually.
I haven't been called any ex-Chelsea players. I only get called Nanny.
Nanny.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let's go with it. Let's go with that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going to be called a...
Nanny and
Nanny and
do you
Forsell.
know who usually gets played? Get the right back from Werner Bremen.
Yeah, do that. There you go. Oh, the
The
names are
question
there.
does say which Chelsea.
True. For me,
That's the
it'll be
thing.
Forsell then.
I don't know. Louis? I'm doing the phone a friend here. Go on.
John Obi Mikel, that's a good shout.
Don't just take John Obi Mikel.
Just reliable.
You know, I'll take
But
Mikel.
that-
I like Mikel.
Yeah, fair play. We got that. And then the second question for you: Chelsea's most underrated player in the Premier Era.
Underrated. Chelsea most underrated.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna be a bit tipsy now, so I'm probably not even gonna be good enough for the rest of this show. But
No. Okay, most underrated player. Let's try and think of a couple names. Let's look at the title-winning squads. There will be one or two players in those that didn't really get given the praise they usually get.
Damien Duff.
Damien Duff, that's one.
Damien Duff, yeah. That's not a bad shout actually.
Who else? So we've got 0405. That's 05.
He said it.
As well.
He's got it. No, he's got it for me. That's Idiger Johnson.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Good
I
Johnson
love Good Johnson.
He doesn't get spoken about enough.
Yeah, he's a great player. That was a great shout, actually. You're definitely, without a doubt, Good Johnson. And some of the goals, I think it was the first Chelsea game I went to. Oh no, it was Jimmy Floyd Housebank, mind you. He gets a lot of praise, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Good Johnson, I remember some of his footballing ability was quality.
Do you remember his solo run against Newcastle in 2001?
Yeah.
That was
great
a brilliant goal.
I mean, he turned out to be a little bit of a semi-journeyman, wasn't he, really? But he was still pretty much solid wherever he went. Man was at Barcelona for 3 years. You're not at Barcelona for 3 years unless you got something. Yeah. So another good couple of questions there. Right, next question comes from at Yusuf G Bede, I think. Do you think Musonda is on a par with the likes of Hudson-Odoi and Ampadu? As in, should he be getting loaned out, or should he at least be in the club to play at least the smaller games like Hudson-Odoi? Now, I want to start by saying this question I don't really want to spend too much time on, because I think Musonda has ruined his ability a little bit.
Ain't his name was Senior Junior now.
Exactly. His ego has become... He's a bit like Ravel Morrison. And his ego has taken a hold of him, and I think that for the better of his career now, he's got to go somewhere where he's going to get game time and try and build his reputation up. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't think... He had the ability to be on a par with Hudson-Odoi and Ampadu last season, but it's his psyche for me. And if the psychological aspect ain't there, just you've got to take a step back and think about what you're doing.
I feel like all the hype that was around a couple of years ago, I don't think it's died yet, but I feel like it's slowly signs out. Like, let's be honest, the name now doesn't give you the same amount of optimism as it does a couple of years ago. And I'm not going to say he's lost the potential, lost the talent. He still might have something in him, and I still think there's a player in there somewhere. But I think Hudson-Odoi and Ampadu, I think right now look more promising.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to write off Musonda, but
he's still a good player though.
Yeah,
he's a good dribbler. He's a good skill. He's good with his skills.
Time's running out.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Exactly. And he's got to change his attitude at the end of the day. All this stuff he puts on the social media is just
on loan
like...
again? I'm trying to remember, because you were at Celtic before.
He was at Celtics now, he says on.
Yeah.
Vishal. Bit of a downgrade.
It's the usual Chelsea, isn't it? Sticking out
it might be what's needed to happen for him. Let's be honest. Sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward.
Yeah, true. He's got so much potential, but it's just his attitude that's our question. But anyway, it's a good question. Move on to the final one before we move over to the Sad Bastards corner. At Will Smith _10, was Drogba's goal one of the most memorable ever in a Chelsea shirt? Now, I'm guessing by this you mean the Champions League winner, the penalty. But I'd say an honourable mention to Jasper Gronkjar's goal, which gave us Roman Abramovich, really.
Yeah.
And without that, we wouldn't have got to the Champions League. In fact, well, you never know, but it would have been very, very unlikely.
I'm not gonna lie, I was with you on that. I would have gone for Jesper Krongar as well. That they call it £1 billion goal, and it's £1 billion goal for a reason. Imagine where we would have been if we didn't end up beating Liverpool.
I mean, we could have been in a situation where Leeds have got to where they're sort of sitting in. I mean, because we were in such
you
bad
remember
shape.
the Save the Bridge programme and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So it was. In fact, it didn't actually. Well, technically, we only needed a draw from the game. And Desai's header was the one that sort of secured it anyway. But obviously the goal from Gronkjar was a great goal as well. So, but don't get me wrong, Drogba's goal is still huge. It's the most memorable in the club's history, I'd say.
Another one. Seeing as we're going to be talking about most important goals, if we're going to talk about Drogba, we got to talk about Ramirez against Barca as well.
Oh yeah. And Torres
is the one that sealed it, but Ramirez is the one that put us through.
That dink was it was beautiful, wasn't it? And well, to be fair, that was...
Imagine doing that in the Nou Camp, the battering that we were getting that first off. First chance you get, and you fucking lob Valdez.
Exactly.
First time as well.
It was. I remember I went...
That's Brazilian flair for you,
I was with my old man, and we were just going... I think we was in the pub in like Chesham or something like that, or Amersham. And we were just going absolutely batshit crazy when that went in. It was just quality. It was absolute limbs. It was scenes.
Can I be honest? My dad made me miss that game to fucking study for my SATs results.
Oh, Christ.
Do you know? I watched the first leg, but the second leg I had to miss that. I was hurting. Good thing I was
Yeah,
there
I
for
bet.
the final, though, at least.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now, flipping hell, now he's in the reserves of like the Chinese league. Can you believe that? Because this is the Chinese quota.
Time flies,
It's
man.
mad.
Imagine that was 2012, 6 years ago.
Crazy.
Lampard versus Bolton.
Yeah, to give us the league, yeah. That's also a definite honourable mention. It's so hard to choose because actually I think in terms of most memorable, which the question is,
I'll still go for
it's got to be.
No, most memorable.
Drogba's most memorable. I'd say is Drogba's.
Most important.
But most important, Gronk's, yeah. In the grand scheme of things, I think. So it's a great question, and that wraps it up anyway for your questions, guys. Thank you very much for sending your questions. We have seen them all. Thank you for those who did send them in anyway. We didn't put them in, but you never know. Just keep sending questions. We might feature you. And join us at Boss's Corner in a second.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sad Bastard Show, and we are here at Sad Bastard's Corner for the Sad Bastard of the Week. Jack, if you want to give us a little drum roll.
Wait, hold on. Two hours.
Go on. And our Sad Bastard of the Week is, I'm going to try and pronounce this, A13X.1104. So,
Fair play.
a little round of applause to you, your Sad Bastard of the Week. And the question you asked us is, what would be your dream Chelsea 11? Right. So, it's going to be a bit of a discussion.
Exactly. We're going to go back through, rather than, players all out, we're going to go through Chelsea players past and present.
Yeah, we're gonna go position by position, try and see where we go. This might end up dragging.
Should we come up with a formation then? I'm thinking 4-2-3-1, 2 CDMs, 3 cams, and a striker. Or are you thinking?
Not gonna lie, it does, no, because that covers a lot of different positions.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
let's
down
do
for
that
that.
then.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, let's start in goal. Sorry about that. Right, let's start in goal, and let's be honest. When it comes to goal for Chelsea, you already know where we're really gonna have to start.
Yeah.
Petr Cech.
It's got to be. I mean, special mention obviously to Peter Bonetti, the
Definitely.
But I mean, Petr Cech, he's just been
one of a kind.
Exactly. I mean, he's been for us since pretty much all the time. That he was the goalkeeper for
Even with
the
the head
Chelsea
injury.
period of winning. Exactly.
12. I think it's nearly 12 years ago today. I think a couple days off.
Yeah. I mean, absolute servant to this club.
And he
fantastic.
and he's still performed to the level he's at now.
Exactly.
Even years after, it shows how talented he was.
I mean, you look at the Champions League winning year when he was saving them penalties. I mean, it was just.
Not even that, Barca in the second leg semi-final.
Well, as well,
He
yeah.
was put to work in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a game against United where he was making, it was United at home, I think it was, and he was constantly making fantastic saves. It's just so many games where he's just been, he's just been stellar.
You know the number one I want to call out with Petr Cech is his first one, because when he came in, I'm sure a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be second to Kudachini to start off with.
Yeah.
He started the first game against Manchester United in Mourinho's first season. He got a clean sheet. That was a little thing.
It set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah, it set the tone for the future, for the rest of the season. And Petr Cech that season, 4 or 5 season Cech, he was a madman. I think he broke the record for the longest amount of minutes with a clean sheet, and that went on to about 2011, I think, where Van der Sar broke it.
That's
But
amazing.
he was a madman that season. So yeah, credit to Peter Bonetti, but I have to say Petr Cech here.
Bonetti goes on the subs bench.
Bonetti can go on the subs bench. We're going to have a really packed subs bench.
Yeah, we are.
Let's go to fullbacks. Let's start right back.
No.
You'd want to say Azpilicueta, but number one, his story isn't over with Chelsea yet.
Yeah.
And number two, you're looking at form right now. It's been a bit questionable this season. Now, Azpilicueta's been very, very, very. He's been so good for us for the majority of his career. This has just been like a bad patch for him.
Shall I tell you why I wouldn't put Azpilicueta in? Although I think he's my favourite player in the current Chelsea team.
Yeah.
But I just think the fact that he's been playing centre-back, left-back and right-back, I think the fact that he's played so many positions, I'm not going to hold him down to one position, so I'd give it to Dan Petrescu.
Okay. I'll agree with you on that.
I mean, obviously I wasn't able to see him enough, but I mean,
yeah,
I've heard
very good.
I've heard great things. I've heard great things about Petrescu. My old man, not just him, has said great things about him, and I'd put him in there as well.
Mate, at least we got to watch him live in May, right?
Yeah, that is true. It's true. Yeah. And who's the other left? Ashley Cole.
Left back.
Ashley Cole. Yeah.
Left back, we could just walk through that one.
Exactly. It's no other competition. Ashley Cole.
The way he used to dominate Ronaldo. Thanks for that, Arsenal, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you got gas.
Not gonna lie, that was really fun. Let's go straight to centre backs, and this is gonna be another quick one. We've already got one sorted, and that's John Terry.
Yeah, John Terry right out. Yeah.
Like,
recently retired.
Recently retired. Probably could still play on. Let's be honest.
He could. And do you know what I was before we start filming today as well? He is 20th in the all-time Chelsea top goal scorers. 20th for a centre back. I mean, that is
and
just
when it comes to Premier League defenders, you know where he is?
Right at the top.
Number 1.
Exactly.
And that's where John Terry always is.
Exactly.
Right. Now we gotta find a partner for him. And there's a lot of great partners that he's been with. You can talk about Ricardo Carvalho. You can talk about Marcel Desailly. You want to go further back?
For me, I think it's got to be Ron Harris. Ron Chopper Harris. He's the highest appearance maker for Chelsea. And it was between Desailly and John Terry for me.
Desailly and John Terry?
Yeah, for me, it was between Desailly and Ron Harris with John Terry. Sorry, so it was, but I think Ron Harris is just he's such a legend.
Yeah,
that I think he has to get the spot.
He still gets spoken about now.
Oh, he does.
Everyone
exactly.
loves talking about Ron Chopper Harris.
Yeah, but Desailly can go on the bench as well. So we've already got the bench. We've got a right back, a centre back, and a goalkeeper on the bench. That's all right.
This is a fucking dream team, right?
Yeah.
So let's just recap. We've got Pear in goal. Dan Petrescu left back, John Terry, Ron Harris in centre back, and Ashley Cole on the left.
Yeah.
Right, let's go into midfield. Our midfield's going to look amazing. Let's start. We're doing 4-2-3-1, so we're going to start with the 2 DMs.
2 DMs, yeah. I would put. So we're going to play him out of position, I'd say, but I think Claude Makelele, I think needs to get in there.
Yeah, just for the protection he'd give that back for.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was so. The thing is, he used to just. John Terry, I don't remember the direct quote, but I remember somewhere during Mourinho's first reign, I remember him talking about how much more comfortable he used to play when he had Makelele in front of him, because his job used to be just so much easier.
Yeah.
The way he used to read the game was unlike no other. Real Madrid were idiots to get rid of him.
Well, exactly. I mean,
Makelele ain't a Galactico, alright.
He's absolutely privileged to have him at Chelsea. But the thing is, it's going to be really difficult to select the next one, because I'm torn between. I think where is it? Let me just have a quick look, because I was torn between. It's really because I'll say Lampard. We'll come on to Lampard as a CM, but CDM I'm torn between. It's between SEN and Ballack, and who else? Tamblin and Kante. Probably Tamblin and Kante.
Right.
And
let's try and simplify it like this. We're trying to do a 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah.
So we've got one DM. So let's focus on getting another DM so far.
Another DM.
Now,
okay.
Let's say
the thing is, I wouldn't.
Can you have Makelele who'd sit back?
Yeah,
So you'd want someone who could. Play a more box-to-box role. That would leave Essien, Ballack, Lampard, and Kante.
And
now,
I think Tamblin
really
should get a mention. He'll be out of position, but I think Tamblin should get a mention as well.
Tamblin should get a mention, but I'm thinking more Cam.
Okay, if you're yeah.
Hold on to Tamblin for the Cam.
Yeah, I will hold on to that. Yeah.
I'll say let's hold on to Lampard as well for the Cam.
We definitely will.
Let's focus on Essien, Ballack, and Kante. Now, Kante's been superb. I'll put him in because he's been superb the first 3 years, but it's the same thing with Azpilicueta. The story with Chelsea isn't over yet.
Yeah.
So, for Kante, if you don't want to put him in yet, I can understand that because the story isn't over yet.
Yeah.
And we can focus on Essien and Ballack.
It's so hard for me to decide. I couldn't even say. I couldn't say.
For me, I feel...
I'd go Essien actually.
I would go Essien as well. The reason why I'd go for Essien is because Essien did win a Player of the Year with us in 2007.
Yeah.
Essien was also around with us for longer. Ballack left in 2010. And I think Ballack arrived after Essien and left before him as well.
Yeah.
So I think just based off that alone, I would just push Essien because Ballack was a great player for us, but Essien was so good he won Player of the Year.
Yeah, Essien was just okay. I agree. Essien
So should we go Essien and Makaleli as our 2 DMs?
Yeah.
Right, let's go to the cam, and that's going to leave us with Tambling and Lampard, our 2 highest goal scorers.
Right, I don't...
211 versus 202.
I'd put Lampard in.
I'm not going to lie, as Bobby Tambling is a legend. And I remember because I don't know if you were there, but were you there when Tambling bumped into us a couple of games
Well,
ago?
I've met him in the pensioner before anyway, so I've had the privilege of meeting him. But he's a great guy.
He's such a great guy.
Yeah,
but
he's amazing.
Let's be honest, you can't leave Lampard out.
You can't, no way.
Just can't.
Exactly, he's the epitome of Chelsea along with John Terry
I'm
in the modern era.
I'm going out there and saying he's the best player to have played for us. The amount of goals he got you from midfield.
Yeah.
Not even from attack.
I wouldn't know how to choose who to choose for the best ever, but he's definitely up there.
Best ever is a completely different question. Someone's going to nick that for next week.
Yeah.
But for now, I feel it's a very tough decision. But you got to edge Lampard. He's our top goal scorer. You can't leave him out of a dream Chelsea 11. That's impossible.
Yeah. Okay. So then it would be the next 2 cams, which should we say like cam / right and left wing?
Yeah, wingers. Wingers now. For the left,
it's obvious. Eden Hazard.
Yep.
No question. And I know you've said about his story not being over with Kante and Dave, but at the end of the day, this guy is so special.
Hazard is
exactly.
Hazard.
No question.
Hazard's got to go on the left. Now, for the right, there's a couple of options here. You could have Joe Cole.
Yeah.
Now, Joe Cole is looked upon very well. He was.
I mean, that United goal
before the injuries got to him.
Yeah, the
brilliant,
memorable one for me is the United goal when he pulled it. I think he sort of dragged it back, pushed it through the 2 United defenders, split and banged it. Absolutely fantastic goal.
That goal. It's a goal that everyone talks about. No one talks about the first goal because he scored it.
Yeah.
But everyone talks about that goal as a goal that won us the league. And to be honest, bruv, against Manchester United as well, the team that was second in the league, the team that were trying to claw back against us, tore them apart that night. Joe Cole was brilliant.
Yeah, he was, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't say best ever. If it's my personal opinion, I'd play Zola slightly out of position and I'd put him there.
I'm not going to lie, someone like Gianfranco Zola, he's got the talent to completely boss it.
I think Zola is special and I'd put him there. But then again, it conflicts me with the striker. That's the thing, because
it conflicts you with the striker, but I'm not gonna lie. There's
so many strikers.
When it comes to strikers, there's so many options, like you said, and I think Zola's another player where you just can't leave them out.
Yeah, I put Zola right wing.
All right, calm. Let's go for Zola.
Striker then.
Yeah, leaves us to 1, and comes to striker. We've got the obvious Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
Another one of the obvious, Peter Osgood.
Yeah.
You've got, if you want honourable mentions, you can go for Idriga Johnson, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Diego Costa.
Jimmy Greaves, I think, deserves a massive honourable mention.
But let's be honest,
Kerry Dixon as well.
Kerry Dixon, our 3rd highest goal scorer.
Yeah.
But those, bar Dixon, I'd say, honourable mentions. Dixon, Osgood and Drogba for strike.
But I think it's got to be Drogba.
You could think it's got to be Drogba.
After the whole it's Champions League, all I'm going to say is Champions League.
Not even
Drogba.
Champions League, as a big game player.
Where even FA Cup finals.
For the goals against us, for the goals at Wembley, the goals against United, City.
He was everything, wasn't he, I suppose?
He was and the way he used to bring other players into play as well, like Lampard, the link up between the pair of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm now sure as well, because I was a bit mixed between him and Oscar. I'd go with Drogba as well.
Yeah. So that's it.
Nope. You still got to go for one more as the manager.
Oh, okay. Mourinho.
Yeah. Go on. Explain it.
Most successful manager. That's the way it is. We've said our piece on videos before about how hurt we are against United, but at the end of the day,
here's the thing, because I know we ain't got a lot. How much time have we got left exactly?
You've got about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right, let's talk about Jose Mourinho, because let's be real, he's our club's most successful manager. Honourable mentions, let's go for Ancelotti.
Sexton?
Definitely.
Sexton as well, we can go for...
Can I say Ranieri? I just feel like Ranieri deserved it. After
he laid the foundations for Mourinho.
Exactly.
But here's the ruthless part. Lay the trophies on the table.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
That's the thing. Like, let's be real, I think we've already agreed with Jose Mourinho. It's probably going to be him. But let's be honest, there's one more talking point I know might be dragging on a little bit.
What are you going to say?
United. With United coming up.
Well, we'll save that because
Dave,
come on in here.
come on.
Because can you move your leg, please?
Can I just say, we also forgot to mention...
Yeah, you've been here for fucking ages.
We
don't
forgot to
you?
mention Roy Bentley and... who else did we get? Fucking Ray Wilkins as well. They get special mentions, obviously.
Ray Wilkins always.
Yeah, Ray Wilkins and John Holland as well.
Right. See if we can pull that back.
John Holland, Roy Bentley and Ray Wilkins. does special
Now,
mentions.
ladies and gentlemen. So let's go through your team quickly one more time.
Right. In goal, we got Petr Cech. Fullbacks is Dan Petrescu at right back, Ashley Cole left back, John Terry, Rolf Harris, Frank.
Rolf Harris? Ron Harris.
Just finish it off for me. Just finish it.
Oh, I don't want a kiddie fiddler at the centre of my defence, mate.
Then we got.
I haven't eaten today, alright?
I haven't eaten either, but I still won't confuse Ron Harris with Rolf Harris.
I haven't eaten today.
I've
had 4 hours sleep in the last two days. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry.
That's your fault.
No, it's my fault. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying that's the reason why my head's...
You know what? We're wasting time here.
Yeah,
Jack,
exactly.
guys.
So the other two CDMs were Essien, Makelele.
Yeah.
We got our middle man as Lampard, and then our wingers Hazard, Zola, up top Drogba. Yeah, and we've given the
Pretty
special
decent
mentions.
team,
There's
isn't
so
it?
many old Chelsea
You put
players.
a bit of
which we
Ivanovic in there as a
mentioned.
special mention.
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, bloody hell. God, he's one of the highest appearance makers as well. When he up there, something like that. He's made shitloads.
Well, Branislav's up there as well. Good player.
Yeah.
No doubt in that, as much as many people may think that.
It's just a shame we can only do 11, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
know.
But anyway, listen. We're not going to talk about Mourinho in this video because obviously this week, as we are playing at Manchester United, we have content lined up with the United stand. So obviously make sure you check back for that. We're filming tomorrow. Well, as this comes out, we're filming Wednesday and we're filming this on Tuesday. So I feel this will come out on Wednesday.
There's something coming out.
There's something coming out, obviously, with the game in the process. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to Manchester Chelsea. Actually, what am I doing?
This has been a podcast-worthy length episode, hasn't it?
It has been.
Literally.
Speaking of those, I'll be one of them very shortly as well. Don't you worry about that. I'll be sorting that out. But gentlemen, round off for me.
If you've made it here, well done. If you've made it this far, well done.
Ron Harris, I'm so sorry. I just had to put that part up before we sign up. But yeah, we sorted out the question, sorted out the team. Guys, if you loved the Sad Bastard show, don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links will be down in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Carefree Lewis G as well, where my behind the scenes vlog will be out every week. And yeah, see you guys for the United preview. And again, Ron Harris, I'm so sorry.
You've done it again!
I'm going, I need some sleep.